Hello everybody, I am JayLeonardJ, and today we're going to make a multi-track loop song out of the Teleport by Guitargate. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a really cool looper on the board today. This is called the Teleport from the Cat's Guitargate, and it does a lot of the things that loopers do. It has save songs, and you have an undo features, record. There's even a drum machine in there. Lots of really cool stuff. But really, the fun of this pedal is actually the kind of cloud stuff, the collaborative element of it. So what you have is a looper that has 4 different tracks. So you can create 4 different tracks of loops to go along with your song, and you can actually upload your song to the cloud, and people could add different tracks, remove different tracks, play with it. It's a really neat thing where you can start a song, have someone finish it somewhere else, or you could upload someone's tune onto here and play around with the different tracks to the way you see fit. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to explore how to do this thing, maybe not in a collaborative way. If I'm just in my room creating sounds on my own, there's lots of videos on the collaborative aspect, so let's have some fun in the box. I'm going to create a multi-track loop with this box, a cool little song. We'll upload it and play around with it, and I'm going to show you exactly what this cool box can do. Let's dig in. Well, today we're going to create a multi-track loop song just by ourselves, doing it on our lonesome. Something a little bit different, right? So this is how it works. JLJ, that's the name of our song, and our song has 4 different tracks, kind of like a multi-track recording, you know, drums, bass, and all that kind of stuff. Only in this aspect, we can make those 4 tracks whatever we want it to be. We also have a drum machine on that 5th track as well. This is the drum machine right here. We could actually hold on, change the tone of our drums. We can go back to Melter. I like that one. We can even change the groove, the tap tempo over here to do all kinds of stuff. And if we wanted to keep things really simple, we can just treat it like a looper. This is track 1 over here that's highlighted. If I just record it and do it normally, I have pretty much a looper with a drum machine. And just like that, on that track, I could do different loops on it. So let's add another loop. All right. And the interesting thing about that is when I do that, I have all my loops. It's all right over here. All the loops are on top of each other on one spot. Now, that's a pretty cool way to do things. That's pretty much how most loopers work. It's pretty much just your looper and your drum machine, or just a looper by itself. But since we have 4 tracks, we can actually do a multi-track recording. And this is how we're going to do it. You see, on this side, those are what inputs. And on this side, this is our outputs. So what I'm going to do here is we have an input 1 over here. This is my guitar. And then out here is going into my guitar amp. So input 1, output 1, that's my guitar multi-track, okay? If I go down over here, what I'm going to do is, right now it's set to track 1 guitar. Let's set it to input 2. So if I go to input 2, that's actually my bass. So my bass is now going into here. And instead of my bass going to track 1, which is my guitar amp, let's send it to the second output, which is actually my bass amp. Look at that. Now let's go down, and you can see right now I have everything set to 1, which is my guitar. Let's not do that. Let's make it 3, my third input. My third input is right over here. It's my acoustic guitar. And instead of having my acoustic guitar sent to my guitar amp or my bass amp, we're just going to get it sent to the board. All right, so let's go set that output to the board. And then finally, for the little machine here, the drum machine, we're going to make that 4, so the output 4. So now we have all of my tracks isolated, so it's going to be nice for us to send it out and hear everything separately. And then I have 3 different tracks. Track 1's guitar, 2's bass, 3 is acoustic. And now I could arm them, and I just all I have to do is arms. I just kind of press that. You see that light come up, go up here, arm that, and arm that. Now what happens is if I press this record, all 3 of those tracks are going to record at the exact same time. And that means if I actually had 3 people in this room, we could actually do this live, have a live multi-track recording. But since it's just me, we're going to do it one at a time. But at least I don't have to worry about arming anything. I could just keep the loop going. So let's create a loop. Let's do it, all right? Let's press record. Let's start with the guitar line here. Nice and easy. You can see I recorded on 3 tracks, but if I go to track 2 and solo it, there's nothing there. There's no bass. All of that recording is up in track 1. See? Let's add an overdub. Sounds pretty cool. Let's go add a bass part to it. Now, since everything's all set up, I don't have to unplug anything. I could just kind of plug in and go. So let's go to track 2. Nothing has to be touched. Let's just press record. Nice and pretty, nice and easy. Now that bass is sounding a little bit quiet to me, but luckily each track has its own volume knob. I just press this, I can bring it down to track 2, we can make that just a little bit louder. Nice and easy like that, right? Now that we have guitar and bass, let's go add a little bit of acoustic guitar. Here's my acoustic guitar. Now we have 3 unique loops going on at the same time. On track 2, it's just bass. If I go to track 1, it's gonna be the guitars, electric guitars. So you could hear that choppy bit and that arpeggiation part, right? And then finally on track 3, acoustic guitars. 2 tracks, strumming and that little arpeggiating bit. Just like that, we recorded a song. So now that we have everything recorded, you can see that we have 3 tracks, electric, bass, and acoustic. We have a spare track as well. And we could even go in the app and rename stuff. So you could even see I have my JayLeonardJ thing over here. Click over here, and look, I could even put little symbols here. There's guitar on that track, bass on that track, guitar on that track. So that way, when I upload this thing, it's going to be very, very obvious to people what track is what. And when I share the song, say you want to add a solo to it, or you want to add some more layers, you have an extra track to play with. Or say you're a bass player and you don't want to have the bass that I recorded. Well, you just have to go up here. You can delete it. And all of a sudden, you can record a new bass track in its place. So it's a really cool way to come up with really nice things. You can do pre-save different multi-tracks and then do live multi-track when you're playing live. You can share things. It's just a very, very versatile thing. Man, that's pretty cool. That's the Teleport. Well, that's it. That's the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. Check out the links in the description below. If you want to hear my review on the Teleport, check it out on Patreon, because that's where I do my review. All the reviews are on Patreon, and all the demos are here right on YouTube. My question for the subscribers is, how do you see yourself using this? Would you use this as a performance tool, or would you actually use this as a learning tool, or maybe as a collaborative tool, making different loops with people around the world and trying other people's loops that they built at home? Write it in the comments section below. That being said, I'll see you all soon. Take care, and goodbye.